Well, if you shy away from selfies and those dreaded Zoom calls because of bags and puffiness under your eyes, here's the secret for looking fabulous on Zoom or anywhere you go. It's Genucel from the makers of Chamonix. Genucel is patented plant stem cell therapy specifically targeting eye puffiness and bags. Genucel is an incredibly powerful natural serum that works instantly. Genucel guarantees you'll see further results in as little as 12 hours and dramatic improvement in just 12 weeks or your money back. Get brilliant long-term results. It's cruelty-free. They offer free shipping and free returns. You can save 50% right now off all Genucel packages during their summer clearance sale. I said it, 50% off. Go to lovegenucel.com/Stephanie to receive 50% off all Genucel packages. I'm telling you, it works. I always get told I look years younger than I am. It is because of Genucel. Love, GENUCEL.com/Stephanie. It's for men and women, and you will look fantastic. LoveGenucel.com/Stephanie.
Smart politics for stupid times. Welcome to the Unprecedented Podcast with John Aravosis and Cliff Schechter.
Welcome back, everybody. Wednesday, September 8th. John Aravosis here with Cliff Schechter.
Well, hello there, John.
Hello. So in principle, I have a new and improved internet connection today. Comcast, Xfinity. Can I just ask, why would you rebrand yourself but keep the old name? I just can't keep straight what they are.
I don't know why either.
Am I right?
To me, it seems like, when you rebrand, almost contained in that phrase is a new brand is a new identity. I mean, that's what a brand is.
It confuses the hell out of me. In any case, whatever they are, they came out, they did a lot of work. They brought
should have gone with Enron. I don't think that's taken.
Or AirTran.
Or Philip Morris. or AIDS.
No, but check this out. So, and apparently Verizon Fios has one too, but it doesn't work well. They're all coming out with new Apple-looking devices, like the iPhone kind of stuff. So this one is like one of the old Apple computers. It's the new router, the new Wi-Fi router is square, like a square rectangle. It's square at the base, so to speak, but it goes straight up like a rectangle and then is sliced off at the top like the Standard Oil building in Chicago, where it's sliced off at an angle. It's white or black. Very cool looking. And
which building is the Standard Oil building?
Oh, it's really cool in Chicago. Google it. It's tall.
I've been to Chicago plenty of times. And I've taken the little river tour, and they point out the buildings. But for whatever reason, I don't remember that one.
Oh, yeah. If you're on the main Grant Park, which is where Buckingham Fountain is, and you look north, Google it, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's really interesting.
Because I know I must have seen it a million
It's a very
times.
cool building. So they're trying to make them look like Apple devices, which is interesting. My friend with Verizon says they're doing the same. Verizon's doesn't really work well. This one, the guy said it's got better distance for the Wi-Fi. They weren't kidding. Now, it made our Wi-Fi extenders not work anymore, but we don't need them. The parts of the house where we couldn't get Wi-Fi, where literally it was like on and off, whatever, they're great now. Oh, and the dog's there.
Sasha loves it. Oh, and I see the Standard Oil building. I know it.
Isn't it cool? Yeah. It's a neat building.
Didn't know that. I guess for whatever reason, I don't remember ever being told that was its name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, they may have changed the name. That's what it was growing up. Everything's name has changed. You know what I mean?
Well, of course. I mean, it's always the Sears Tower to me.
Yeah.
But,
does Standard Oil even exist anymore?
I don't think so.
So
that
maybe
was
that's the problem.
I mean, that's where the Rockefellers made their money.
Yeah.
I don't think Standard Oil. I don't know what Standard Oil became. It became one of the major oil companies. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't heard of them anymore. Anyway, so today's show, which now we have great Wi-Fi, so who the hell knows? I may be here all day. We're going to start talking about Trump and all the talk about him running again. Maybe, Cliff, that's an opportunity to bring up my friend Garrett Graff's observations last night about where things are heading. Garrett's very worried about things going downhill really fast, which we all are. We're going to chat about COVID, and then we're going to chat about the California recall election, because that's coming up in just a few days. I believe it's it's got to be next Tuesday.
Which is actually, in a way, I mean, I don't know what you want to start with, but that's related to me to things going downhill fast, because already you have known brainiac Tomi Lahren on Fox saying that if Republicans don't win, clearly it was rigged. I mean, that's the thing that the Democrats, that just gets me so angry about our side's lack of urgency about, I try not to be critical, but Merrick Garland has not stood in front of, or had people from the DOJ stand in front of many microphones the way Barr used to do and Barr would do it, of course, fucking dishonestly and, trying to sort of, to change the narrative. Well, how about going out there instead of just putting out statements and telling people what the fuck's going on? We're all wondering why more people haven't been prosecuted. We're all wondering, and I get there's parts of open cases he can't talk about, and that's fine. But how about him telling us that there's open cases and we can't talk about it because I'm just saying, like, I predicted this. I'm not some genius. It was very easy to predict. I think you did too. The minute that they all did this is fraud and they got away and everybody just sort of dismissed it when they had all these stupid forensic audits and all this other bullshit, meant they were going to do this now every single election, every time.
Well, let me tell you, it's funny. Then we will have. This is perfect because this is the discussion I wanted to have about Trump running again. Garrett is warning, I think, about violence. So Garrett had written last night, Graf, who's a really interesting guy, great writer. He's been on at
least twice. So you folks,
been him on a couple times.
Been listening for a while, you've probably heard him before.
He's got some new book out. I don't remember what it is, but his other really, I think, seminal book, I'd say, of his was, or essay. It was an essay that then became a book. He wrote this amazing essay and book where he went and interviewed pretty much all of the players on September 11th, the political players.
That's right. I kind of remember that. Yeah.
But literally talked to all of them about where they were, what was going on, and was able to get the perspective of, the media, Bush and his people, Cheney and his people back at the White House, and like TikTok minute by minute. Amazing the people who opened up to him, Democrat, Republican.
It's incredible because if that were me, sitting at a table across the table from Dick Cheney, I'd be scared what I might do. So I might ask him to go. I might ask him to go hunting with me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but very interesting. So metaphorically, we have to keep throwing that in with Cliff. Metaphorically.
Yes. Everything I say, if there's even a hint of violence, are always metaphors and jokes. Just to be clear, always. No, I'm serious though. Like I don't believe in. I believe in making many jokes that are inappropriate. I don't believe in ever actually violence as self-defense is worthy violence, and that's about it.
So, well, actually, first came Aaron Blake, who's a Washington Post reporter, and Aaron had tweeted last night and said, literally 2 minutes after announcing an Iowa rally, Trump this is, that could mean, meaning, that there's always a chance Trump is going to announce he's going to run again in this Iowa rally he just scheduled. Trump sends out an email that says, Trump sends out an email. 45th President Donald J. Trump to hold a rally, right? 9:30 p.m. last night. 2 minutes later, Trump sends out an email with this. Sorry, the dog is going to be going off today. We're still in Chicago. Trump sends off an email saying, we cannot trust mail-in ballots. And Aaron says Trump sends a fundraising email wrongly suggesting 15 million mail ballots went missing in 2020. So now he's got a new conspiracy theory.
Blake says it's so frustrating. I'll say quickly, just in 2 seconds.
Wait. Let me just finish 1 second. Let me finish.
Okay,
he says these were unreturned ballots. The number was par for the course. So these were ballots that literally people received and never sent back. So they weren't missing, and it wasn't a crime. The idiots just never mailed in their ballots. Now go ahead.
Well, you've heard me raving about Cozy Earth loungewear. Their leggings, joggers, super soft pajamas are amazing, and their sheet sets are just as incredibly soft and comfortable. Both Cozy Earth sheets and loungewear are made from viscose from bamboo. Here's why that's important. No toxins, harsh chemicals, or dyes. Oprah has called Cozy Earth sheets the softest sheets ever in the December 2018 issue of Oh, the Oprah magazine. These sheets, they're lightweight, they're so breathable. Cozy Earth promises you'll sleep less humid and cooler than cotton, whether it's Cozy Earth sheets or loungewear, and you should get both. I did. You cannot go wrong. Go to CozyEarth.com now. Save 35% off their sourced bamboo bedding and loungewear with the code Stephanie at checkout. That is 35% off. Hurry. This is a limited time offer. Go to COZY. That's CozyEarth.com. Don't forget that promo code is Stephanie. That's CozyEarth.com. I love my sheets and my jammies. You will too. It's CozyEarth.com. Well, if you shy away from selfies and those dreaded Zoom calls because of bags and puffiness under your eyes, here's the secret for looking fabulous on Zoom or anywhere you go. It's Genucel from the makers of Chamonix. Genucel is patented plant stem cell therapy specifically targeting eye puffiness and bags. Genucel is an incredibly powerful natural serum that works instantly. Genucel guarantees you'll see further results in as little as 12 hours and dramatic improvement in just 12 weeks or your money back. Get brilliant long-term results. It's cruelty-free free. They offer free shipping and free returns. You can save 50% right now off all Genucel packages during their summer clearance sale. I said it, 50% off. Go to lovegenucel.com/Stephanie to receive 50% off all Genucel packages. I'm telling you, it works. I always get told I look years younger than I am. It is because of Genucel. Love, GENUCEL.com/Stephanie. It's for men and women, and you will look fantastic. LoveGenucel.com/Stephanie.
I was just going to say, what's so frustrating about all this is like conspiracy theories used to be, like there was actually something missing and people didn't know what the actual cause was, or something weird happened, or, whatever. And so, of course, then these guys would fill it in with the craziest fucking reasoning as to what really happened. And
Actually,
of course, it was bullshit. But we've gone a step further now to where they can just make anything up.
Yeah.
Like I could say
Triangle.
today, like, I saw 50 redheads walk in and they all walked out. You know what I mean? Like I could pick any group, black, white, green, any, and say they did that. You're right. It was the plane flew. I promise you, if Trump tweeted this out and then Tucker Carlson got on whatever, the plane flew through the Bermuda Triangle and it never came out. And it had 20,000
but the Bermuda, but this isn't even right. No, Bermuda Triangle is what proves your point. Bermuda Triangle, lots of planes and boats have gone missing and they created a conspiracy theory around it. In this case, what the Republicans do is they say, did you know thousands of planes have disappeared taking off from O'Hare Airport over the years? Nobody knows why.
Right.
And here's why. It's the Democrats. So there is literally not even a harm that they're associating the theory around.
Do you know who William Wolfram is on Twitter?
No.
He's a funny, interesting guy. He's got a good, decent following base. Lives in Brazil and rips an old friend of ours who lives in Brazil a lot. So I enjoy it. But he's where we are politically and the rest. In any case, he's also sort of a comedian. And so he sent out something the other day where he's like, I miss the old days where conspiracy theories were just, hey, you see that lake over there? A monster lives in it. Yeah. And my response was, yeah, I miss those too.
Yeah.
Remember those days when that was, hey, I saw a guy wandering in the Pacific Northwest who had hair all over his body and looked like an ape, but was standing upright. It's the missing link. Those are the good old days.
And he stole all your ballots.
Right, exactly. Now it's that woman that ran for president with the name Clinton has a pedophile ring in the basement of a pizza place that doesn't actually have a basement, and somebody shows up with an assault rifle. Like, we're in any case.
I mean, so, I will just read my quick tweet I wrote last night because Garrett is worrying. He thinks the next couple of years are going to be extremely dangerous politically. He said, let me clarify, most of the nation's leaders in Washington, D.C. and national political reporters are wildly underestimating how dangerous these next 2 years might be politically. The system is blinking red, as one might say, and no one is answering the alarm. And what this reminds me of, and then I'll read my tweet really quick, is what we had heading up right after the election, going to the election and then after the election, remember? And
you mean when you and I kept talking about it looks like violence is going to happen, all the signs are here. Well, yeah, but we didn't even know it would be the coup. What we knew was at that time is that it seemed almost inevitable that there was going to be an outbreak of real violence somewhere. And there was.
Well, and we kept worrying about the Electoral College and that these guys were going to go and try to, whether they were going to get courts, whether they were going to get states to not certify the election, but they were going to try to go and steal the Electoral College and then just steal it by having a vote in the Congress. And oh my God, all the experts just poo-pooed. Remember, there's less than a 1% chance of that. And all of a sudden, then Trump tries to.
Who was the one who brought up recently after Texas was like, who brought up and was like, it was somebody like a mainstream media member too, which is what was interesting. Was like, well, I got to say, all the folks that were dismissed as alarmists so far have been right about everything.
Yeah,
because the same thing when we were like, they're going to get rid of Roe versus Wade. You watch, and they're like, "Oh, you're being alarmist." They're like, "No." Well, even if the Republican Party doesn't really want them to, because they love having the issue, they've been forced to put on the kinds of people to keep demagoguing on this issue who don't care what Mitch McConnell wants, and they put on religious nuts like Coney Barrett, and they're going to. I mean, in any case.
No,
this is another thing we were alarmist about, and we were right.
Yes. So what I had tweeted last night, and I want to use this as maybe a basis of a little bit of a conversation right now. I tweeted and said, we are treating things as business as usual. We, of course, as Garrett clarified too, he's like, not you and me, not you listening out there, but like the powers that be in Washington. I start with Biden, but I would say Democrats in Congress, the DNC, right? Like the Democratic intelligence or political intelligentsia. We are treating things as business as usual. Just get the infrastructure bills, COVID and the economy right, and everything will be fine. And I said, meanwhile, the other guys who are well-armed, gullible, and crazy are plotting a coup. And what I worry about is Biden, of course, doesn't have a choice but to focus on those things I said, right? I mean, those are the three big crises. The problem is they could, and I did a follow-up tweet that was even scary. I said, I've been saying for a while, you're less, I think, maybe scared about violence, maybe, than I am, maybe slightly.
I think back then I may have been, not anymore.
Well, listen to my follow-up, because I'm trying to find ways of saying this in ways that are not going to get me banned on Twitter, where I'm predicting and not suggesting.
Right. That's the problem, right? Is like now you mention anything like that because of all the crazy people, and you can get banned even if you're saying, well, I'm not advocating this shit.
Well, but actually, let me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me interrupt you on that a little bit, because as far as advocating go, this is the problem. I did a TikTok video on this with Madison Cawthorn's comments, a week ago, where he was saying,
you said this on the show before, so I know exactly what you're going to say. If you believe what these people are telling you, then you would go commit acts of violence because it's worthy of that.
Bingo. Right. If there's a coup d'etat, my example was always growing up, because I was super anti-Soviet. I mean, I still am. That, they were doing all those crazy movies about the Soviets taking over America. And I remember George Will once writing an article back in the 80s about how, terrorism is always wrong. And blah, 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 blah. My guess is at the time he might have been writing it to be anti-Palestinian, is my guess, right? Because why would he be defending terrorists, right? But I thought about it, and I remember in my head sort of coming up with a theory, and I said, but if the Soviets took over America, because in the 80s, it wasn't like that was going to happen, but things were worse.
Dude, if the choice is dying or red dawning it, you kind of have to red dawn it, don't you?
Well, listen to what I said. I mean, I think there was nowhere to write this, or else it would have been online. But I said, if the Soviets, take Red Dawn or one of these crazy shows that was goofy, but nonetheless, Soviets take over somehow, right? And we're living in an occupied state, just like Eastern Europe was living in an occupied state. And I said, I would absolutely be bombing grocery stores where the Soviet officers and their families go, not where the Americans go, but where the Soviets and their, first of all, I'd go after the soft underbelly. Fuck sticking with military targets. Are you kidding me? I'd go after their families if they literally occupied our country and put us under a dictatorship. And what worries me is, and with the Soviets, I could say that. What worries me is, I said that I've been saying for a while that there could be, there's my tweet, there could be nationwide violence on an unimaginable scale. Not only do we have Trump's brown shirts to worry about, which Cliff has talked about before, but I can't imagine the rest of the country sitting back and peacefully accepting a GOP coup. Ugly doesn't begin to describe it. And that's what really scares me is everything. If they do what they're trying to do, I don't know how we survive as a country. Because
and this is the reason
sit
why
back and let it happen.
Right, and this is the reason why, to me, I'm past the point of no return when it comes to Manchin and Sinema, and why I don't the lack of urgency with putting them in a room, and again, metaphorically, beating the snot out of them, which is more like letting them know that their careers are over and everything else that powerful Democrats can do. Maybe they won't care. Manchin's already rich as hell, comes from a political family. We all know his daughter made a freaking gazillion dollars off of jacking up the price of EpiPen. Like, it ain't like they're hurting for money. You know what I mean? So maybe you won't care and he'll walk away, whatever. And Sinema could probably become a lobbyist easily now, except for she's such a weirdo, but still probably could. Right. So maybe, maybe they won't care. But the point is you have to try, because if you don't get the measures into place now to stop what is going on, Texas, of course, just followed Georgia in passing their restrictive voting bill, even after the heroic efforts of Democrats to run out of the state and not allow them to have a quorum. Eventually it was going to happen, and it did. Right. And, they're going to basically make us an illiberal democracy. We're sure everybody goes out and votes on election day. But if you're in states like Texas and Georgia, whatever, you'll have zero idea whether your vote will actually count, even less so than now. And you pretty much can guess that if you're from certain communities, it won't in ways that they can manipulate it. so that their people always win.
To hear the rest of this episode, become a premium subscriber to the Unprecedented Podcast by going to patreon.com/unprecedented podcast. And with a $5 a month or more subscription, you not only support the show, but you get access to this episode and all of our premium episodes, including all of our great guests. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate your support.
Well, if you shy away from selfies and those dreaded Zoom calls because of bags and puffiness under your eyes, here's the secret for looking fabulous on Zoom or anywhere you go. It's Genucel from the makers of Chamonix. Genucel is patented plant stem cell therapy specifically targeting eye puffiness and bags. Genucel is an incredibly powerful natural serum that works instantly. Genucel guarantees you'll see further results in as little as 12 hours and dramatic improvement in just 12 weeks or your money back. Get brilliant long-term results. It's cruelty-free. They offer free shipping and free returns. You can save 50% right now off all Genucel packages during their summer clearance sale. I said it, 50% off. Go to lovegenucel.com/Stephanie to receive 50% off all Genucel packages. I'm telling you, it works. I always get told I look years younger than I am. It is because of Genucel. Love, GENUCEL.com/Stephanie. It's for men and women, and you will look fantastic. LoveGenucel.com/Stephanie. Well, you've heard me raving about Cozy Earth loungewear. Their leggings, joggers, super soft pajamas are amazing, and their sheet sets are just as incredibly soft and comfortable. Both Cozy Earth sheets and loungewear are made from viscose from bamboo. Here's why that's important. No toxins, harsh chemicals, or dyes. Oprah has called Cozy Earth sheets the softest sheets ever in the December 2018 issue of Oh, the Oprah magazine. These sheets, they're lightweight, they're so breathable. Cozy Earth promises you'll sleep less humid and cooler than cotton, whether it's Cozy Earth sheets or loungewear, and you should get both. I did. You cannot go wrong. Go to CozyEarth.com now. Save 35% off their sourced bamboo bedding and loungewear with the code Stephanie at checkout. That is 35% off. Hurry. This is a limited time offer. Go to COZY. That's CozyEarth.com. Don't forget that promo code is Stephanie. That's CozyEarth.com. I love my sheets and my jammies. You will too. It's CozyEarth.com.